Happy math test. It seems like it's been a while since we've had one. Okay, you're cruising through the power up here, guys. You know you got to use these choices here. There's 3 lines. You need to use 3 different ones, 4 lines, 4 different ones. We've done it a number of times. You know you can use those some words more than once, and you hopefully by now know which word you're not using at all. Problem solving says this: if there are telephone poles, they are spaced 100 feet apart. They line the road on which Jesse lives. If Jesse runs from first pole to the 7th pole, how many feet does he run? They tell you, draw a picture that illustrates the problem. 6th grade, I would highly recommend you do that. I would draw a picture that helps illustrate this problem. I forgot to grab my clipboard so I can write nice without poking through. So I would start telephone pole number 1. Telephone pole number 2. Feel free to draw the wires that go between if it helps you. Here's Jesse. He's got a big smile on his face because he's about to run. If he starts here and he runs to the next telephone pole, he's ran 100 feet. I would just continue the drawing until I have 7 telephone poles and see what that distance is. Just don't go too fast. It's not quite as easy as a lot of people think. A lot of people would take 7 times 100 and get the wrong answer. So just take the time to draw the picture and then you'll get it. I would highly recommend them doing them. Pretty straightforward and simple with that one. Okay, your math test. Number 1, write a proportion to solve this problem. If 12 math books weigh 40 pounds, how many would 21 weigh? I would draw a 2 by 2 ratio box. 12 is to 40 as 21 is to, I don't know. You can either reduce 12 40ths or you can cross multiply 40 times 21 divided by 12. Number 2, what is the average of the 2 numbers? Step 1, you need to get this decimal number. Step 2, you need to get that decimal number, add them together, divide by 2. Number 3, they want the perimeter of the trapezoid first. Perimeter, guys, add the distance around. So they gave you 4 numbers, you add the 4 together. Number 4, it says what's the area? Base 1 plus base 2. Added those together. Divide by 2. Times the height. Now only one of these numbers is the height, guys. Think what you need to know about height to get it. Now if I was really a 6th grader doing this problem, because when I added base 1 and base 2 I got an odd number, I would take the height. I would divide the height by 2 and then multiply it by those 2 numbers added together. That one would be inches squared when you're done. Number 5, 4 squared is how much greater than the square root of 4. So step 1, take 4 squared, get your answer. Step 2, take the square root of 4, get your answer. And I would subtract the 2. Number 6, they tell you to use a ratio box. 550 students attended the assembly. The ratio of boys to girls was 6 to 5. How many girls were there? This is a 3 by 2 ratio box. Boys, girls, total. Do that with the ratio side, then do it with the actual. You really don't care how many boys because they want the girls. They tell you 1 gram equals 1,000 milligrams. You're switching from grams to milligrams, guys. You need to know if you're supposed to multiply or divide by 1,000. That would tell you left 3 times or right 3 times, depending if you're supposed to multiply or divide. You need to know from grams to milligrams. They gave it to you. It says the first 1/5 of the season, the Madrigals played 12 games. How many games did the Madrigals play during the whole season? 1/5 of season is 12. So I'd write the fraction 1/5 times S equals 12. Missing it with a fraction? Might want to multiply by the reciprocal. That would give you your total. B says if they won 60% of their games during the season, how many games did they win? Then you take 60% of your answer. Write and solve the equations for 9 and then 10 on the back side. 72 is equals 4/5 of, put a letter, solve it. 1/10 of, multiply, letter, equals 201. You got two multiplications, two divisions. Remember, signs are the same. Answer will be positive. Signs are different. Answer will be negative. 12, volume, 5 cubed. 13, perimeter. You need the diameter. They gave you radius for both of them, guys, so you got to double these. And then times 22/7, leave pi as pi. The chart, you're going to have a repeating decimal. Then you need to know what that repeating decimal is a percent. To switch from fraction to a decimal, guys, top in, bottom out. So 1 inside the box, 6 outside the box. That'll give you a repeating decimal. Write twice for percent. Write twice for percent. Say this thing correctly to give you your fraction and reduce it. 15, they give you the numbers 10 and 6, guys. You just got to stick it in there. So I got to multiply, I got to square, subtract, and then take your answer minus your next answer. This kind of looks a lot like numbers 9 and 10 to me. Solve the same way. Missing something in addition, I would subtract. Add by finding common denominators, then take your answer, make it improper, stays, changes to multiplication, flip your answer over. Number 19, they gave you one subtraction. Guys, remember, you don't know how to subtract, you add the opposite. So add the opposite. And then put your negatives together, subtract your positive from it. And last but not least, number 20, it says a rectangular piece of metal spins on a rod. So it looks like this. As this rectangle spins around in a circle, which shape will it make? So if I was a 6th grader, I would think of this kind of like this piece of paper, and as it spins in a circle, which one of those shapes does it make? A sphere, a cone, a cylinder, or a pyramid? Circle the correct answer. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. As a bonus for watching the video, you can pick one problem and just write the word skip through it. So if I don't want to do 19, I just write the word skip here. I don't want to do 11, I just write the word skip here. And I'll allow you to skip one problem on your test. Best of luck to you.